morning, 7 weeks to go, and I fell for it again. Had another big bait dinner. Why do I do it? But my lovely Janine is conditioned to put a great big pile of food on my plate, because you always have to fill the plate up, and I was brought up in a household where you ate everything that was on your plate, and I know I shouldn't eat such a massive amount, but there you go, I ate it again. Just got to get smaller plates. And of course we've got fog again. Now, I had on the schedule to do a long run yesterday, being Sunday, but I did an unscheduled jog on Saturday, and then Sunday I just really didn't feel like going for another run. So I'm doing a long jog Monday morning instead. So you've always got to adjust your program a little bit for how you feel and what's going on in your life with, you know, appointments and taking kids places and all that sort of thing. I quite often run on the verge, on the grassy bit beside the path, just to absorb a bit more of the impact. But you do need to do a reasonable amount of training on the bitumen, on the road. So most of my running I actually do on the path, probably about 80% of it. Now with 7 weeks to go, we're into the second stage, what I call the second stage of my program, where we look at building up speed and strength. So the last 3 or 4 weeks, if you started on the 11th week, have been about getting into the habit really of doing your exercise. So if you're starting the 11th week, we've been going a month now. So you're probably at a point where it's either feeling a bit hard or you're getting used to it. Or of course you gave up, in which case you probably should start again. Well, I'm almost as see the lake this morning. That's the water right there in front of me. And of course she's a foggy one. So what I've done is I've introduced intervals, as we used to call them in my day, Bart legs they call them now I think, which basically means that every now and again we do some, not sprints, but we start going pretty fast. So you could call it a run with effort. And there's basically 3 key techniques for increasing your speed that I know of anyway. And the first of those is to lift your knees. So if you lift your knees up high, or fairly high, I'm getting more of a bounce now, but you also automatically, it lengthens your stride quite a bit. In these training runs, where we do these little 1 minute faster ones, I want you to try and lift your knees up fairly high in this next week, because that'll help you to lengthen your stride and get more bounce. Okay, I've done 3 of those now and I've dropped back to a jog. But so as I said before, I believe there are 3 key ingredients. Well, there's a lot more little things you can do, but 3 really key things to remember. And the first one is just to lift your knees up. When you lift your knees, it'll force you to go from a jog to a run, and you'll automatically find that you'll get a lot longer stride and you'll tend to go a lot faster.